up, everybody? I'm back. And I think that I bought the least expensive 97 Cobra in the country. New project car for the channel. I hope you guys like it. I'll give you the rundown, what my plans are. So no BS. Let's ...1997 Ford Mustang SVT Cobra. Now, this is a little bit different than the standard GT, which if you guys are familiar, they changed the body style. So you're probably all familiar with the Fox body that ended in 1993. In 94, they came out with this platform, which ran in, some different type shapes, but until 2004, this is considered the SN95 platform. So 1994 to 2004, it underwent a large change in 1999 and changed to what's called the New Edge body styling. Some prefer that, but this is the 1997. So in 96, when they came out, they had the modular V8. Let me clarify here for a second. In 96, they swapped the 5-liter, the standard 5.0 302 cubic inch Mustang motor, Ford motor that everyone's familiar with, for the modular V8, which was in the GT form, single overhead cam, and people did not like it. But this is a little bit different. It's a little bit more unique, made a little bit more power. Let's dive into the engine, and I want to show you why I chose this and what I plan to do with it. What makes these 96 through 98 Cobras really cool is it's not just one of those times where a car manufacturer slaps a different set of badges on, maybe a fancy exhaust or a spoiler, and they call it a performance option. This is truly something totally different. Remember, in 96, these Mustangs made 215 horsepower. Now later on, they did make more in the GTs. However, in 96, you got 305 horsepower. You almost got 7,000 RPM redline out of these things, okay? Remember, the Camaros, the Firebirds, the Corvettes were still then and now using push rod technology. This thing has 32 valves. It's got 2 cams in each head. It's a serious motor. Not to mention, these things were hand built. Every motor got signed by the people who built it at the factory. That's pretty cool stuff. And it wasn't just the engine that changed. You also get bigger brakes. 13-inch in the front. Actually, I think it's closer to 13.6 if I'm being honest. Dual piston in the front. You even get larger brakes in the rear as well. It's a popular upgrade for folks with Mustang GTs. You've already got it on the Cobra. Another thing that I was pleasantly surprised to learn, my wife has a Focus RS. You would think that that car would have perfect pedal placement for heel-toe downshifts on the track. Not so much. Surprisingly, these cars actually have excellent pedal placement. I've got a size 13 to 14 shoe, and I can put the ball of my foot on the brake and rotate over and heel-toe downshift all day. That's awesome for the track. Also, plenty of headroom. If you're a tall guy like me, that makes a big difference. So, it's a little bit heavier than a Corvette, sure. Does it have the aftermarket of the LS? Debatable, but it's a really solid starting platform. So don't get caught sleeping on these things. They're pretty cool. And I will add, and I will prove that they sound fantastic. Totally unique sound. Now I will say, I'm gonna show you a clip here in a minute. This one that I have behind me, the previous owner had to hack some stuff up with the exhaust, and in doing so, he removed everything behind the mufflers. So you do get a little bit more rasp than what you're used to. I actually think this sounds more like an LS, but 4-valve modular motors have a fantastic sound. Check out a couple clips and let me know what you think. Pretty cool, huh? Doesn't sound too bad. So let's get to the nitty-gritty details and I'll wrap it up. I'm not gonna go into everything today, I'm just gonna hit the basics. Basically, I bought this thing for around $3,500, okay? Less than $4 grand. Now, it's not perfect. The paint certainly has some blemishes, and I'll show you some pictures of that. It seems to be running a little bit hot. It's not overheating. I've never seen it overheat before, but it is running hot. It seems like the thermostat is sticking. I got to deal with that. In addition to that, it looked like there were some leaks underneath, but once I got under there, pressure washed everything, I think we're good. At worst, it's just a drain plug that has a couple drips, so little minor stuff. Now, the previous owner did set this thing up for the drag slip, and in doing so, he installed super wide drag radials. They got to go because they're rubbing the exhaust. That's why I had to cut the exhaust off. He also removed the sway bar, so I need to add that back. It has Steeda drag springs in it, way too soft. They'll have to go. And let's see if you guys can notice if I zoom in here. It's got nitrous. So it does have nitrous. It's got a bottle in the trunk with a bottle heater. That's cool, but it's just not for me. So all that stuff's gonna be coming off. But what that means is I can take all those items and I can sell them and then make some money to try and, finance the rest of the project. So in terms of what I plan to do, for right now, it's just basic maintenance. I just want to get this thing to where I know that it'll run reliably. I can get it tagged, registered, all that stuff. From there, initially it's probably just going to be make sure the brakes are good, make sure, pads, rotors, flush everything, .4 fluid or better. I'll probably throw some gauges in it just so that I can tell, make sure the overheating problem's solved. So I'm gonna do probably 3 gauges. I'm thinking I'm gonna do coolant temp, I'm gonna do oil temp and oil pressure. It does have stock a oil pressure and coolant temp, but it's the style that just says normal, so you don't really know what it's at. I know when you get on the road course sometimes, you can really be taxing on these things, plus we're at high altitude and high temperature in the summertime. So I will get that taken care of and then go take it to the track, see how it does. At some point I will have to address the suspension. I'll probably put a sway bar on it before I go out there. But other than that, just drive it. So for roughly 3,500 bucks, you tell me if you can get a better deal than that. I don't think so. All right, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you enjoy the new content and the new project car, please comment, like, and subscribe. Trust me, I read all of your comments and I try to comment back. By you guys subscribing and you guys liking and commenting, it makes me want to make more videos. So please help me help you and I'll put more content out. If you're interested in more nitty-gritty details on the SN95 platform, I can post that. I did have more content, but I cut it short in the essence of time. Don't forget this guy, still there. I still got stuff going with him. I'm actually taking him to, I don't know how he became a he and that's a she, but that's a he, okay? That's a boy. Boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, boy, boy. Okay, he is going to the dyno tomorrow. If you remember last time I was on the dyno, broke the drive shaft. So I got it to the point where we got headers, we got new drive shaft, we got, let's see what else. Put new spark plugs in it last night. The other ones looked a little funky. They were before the tune, so maybe they were a little bit fouled. Electric fans, so it hopefully, fingers crossed, it's in a good spot and we'll get it on the dyno. So both cars here, but you will be seeing primarily a lot more of this girl right here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Enjoy your night.